Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kanushi's Corner. At this point, they are just teasing us. A whole PlayStation Secret Lair crossover, and the game series Yakuza and Like a Dragon are nowhere in sight. Sega already did a crossover with Sonic, so come on, we're so close. We're this close. Anyway, buckle up. This is going to be a long one. We got a lot of stuff to cover. If you want to see what's inside of these, stick around. Right, here we go. It looks a lot different all stacked up like that, doesn't it? Alright, how I'm going to do this is games that I least know to games that I most well know. So, I'll do, more commentary as the video goes on. But we're going to start off with the Ghosts of Tsushima. Comparing the foil to the rainbow foil. Now, this one is, died on the beach. What beach? I don't know. A buddy of mine has played this game. He has said good things about it. I never got around to playing it. I hear that it is challenging and also very cool. I've played a little bit of Neo. I hear that it's like Neo, but maybe a little more fast-paced. Something like that. More played Neo 2, if I'm being honest. Fun games. Extremely challenging, for sure. You see how they're not for everybody in that aspect. Okay, there we go. I got the lighting good. Looks nice. So we're going to start off with Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima. I can only guess this is the main character. What this does is a magic card, though, is what makes it so lucrative. I think more so than the game itself. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and whatever creature you control attacks a player alone, which means in Commander you can send one creature at each person, and each of them will be gaining this. You can either give it double strike or it can't be blocked, and there's enough creatures that already can't be blocked, so you just give them double strike and pump them up, and you're winning. Let's see if I can't get this right one in. Why is it not? Okay, it's got to go down a little bit. There we go. Gotta say, that foil is pretty nice. I like the non-foil, but the foil with the armor and it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. Okay, on to the next card in this one. Path to Exile. Now this is a nice looking Path to Exile. I also like this one in foil a whole lot. It is a little much. You kind of lose a little bit of the detail in the flowers or whatever. Maybe not flowers. What is this? They look like paper cranes. Judging by the flavor text, I can only imagine that he's fights his dad or something. Classic story. Sons versus fathers, coming into their own right. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the non-foil on this one. The foil's good, but again, you just lose so much detail. It just kind of looks like one white hot mass around him. All right. Now we have Born Upon a Wind. Born Upon a Wind's a really fun card. Your father is the wind at your back. Your mother, the birds and the trees. You know who Yoriko is? That's a different magic character, right? That's that ninja? She's that ninja lady? Now this one, it's kind of the same thing, but in a good way. Because it highlights the sunset, the foil. The foil in general is just a little darker, it looks like. I always hate that about foils, which often causes them to detract, but the fact that it has the sunset, the full, man, that is nice. It is nice. You get more detail in the non-foil, though. How it looked like you can see more detail in the clouds and everything. Alright, the coolest looking ghostly flicker ever. Exile 2 artifacts, creatures, and or lands. Return them to the battlefield under your control. Ghostly Flicker. Pretty good. Kill them without a sound. Yeah, I know Yuna. That's that girl from Final Fantasy. Oh, boy. Same thing for the other one. I like the Moonlight with the foil here. All the weapons and stuff make me like the foil a little more in this one. Definitely ruins the whole ninja vibe, but it certainly looks cooler. Alright, and the secret card is Atsu, Ghost of Yotei. Standing in for Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. Really fun card. We'll get to that one in a second. This is Iganjo Castle. Cool little legendary land here. You can pay 1 white mana, tap it, prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to target legendary creature this turn. Cool little preventative measure. If it's taking 12 damage, it's going to take 10 instead. Will that save it? Probably not. 10 damage is a lot. But, you know, in some cases, probably, maybe would save it. I think we're going to go with the foil. Just, you know, because shiny really expresses the daytime there. You don't really lose a lot of detail on the foil either. It kind of just adds to it. Back to that bonus card. This is really good for like low, you know, just low power creatures. Circling back to what the commander does. Creature you control with power toughness 1 or less can't block. You get them in there, trigger all your ninjutsu stuff. I do like that with this commander, you could do a ninja deck. You could also do a, like, you know, kind of just a beat down deck. Kind of makes me think of the Esper New Capenna Precon. That combined with this secret layer could be pretty good. Pretty good. As far as this one goes, I'm liking the foil. All the weapons really shine. And again, it doesn't detract from the detail. It only enhances it, which is nice. Pretty cool. Next up, we're going in reverse on this one. Last of Us Part 2. Foil and non-foil. May your survival be long. May your death be swift. Sounds like some post-apocalyptic nonsense. This one I've not played at all. I played the first one a little bit, but I really just I didn't like the gameplay of the first one enough to want to play the second one. I get like, oh, the story and it's cool. It's just I've already played enough Resident Evil and enough like zombie survival stuff that I got. Maybe I was just a little too jaded about it. I don't know. I get that a bunch of people like them. I'm not knocking the games. The show's cool. Like merges everything together, but all right. But this one, I know the girl comes back. I'm less familiar. What's her name? Ellie. I know she comes back, but I'm less familiar with Abby. I know that these 2 creatures having Survivor, you can partner her with the guy, I believe Joel from the first one, and that would be really funny. Why you would do that, I don't really know, but when you cast this spell, create a number of 1/1 black fungus zombies named Cordyceps infected equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it, which is really nice. You know, 3 mana. Even when you have commander attacks, you can make it 5. It's always going to be doing something, even for that increased amount of mana. And when she enters, you give her to an opponent, which is, I don't know, maybe you make it into a goad deck or something. I'm not really 100% about that, but it's I don't know why. I don't know why you're giving her to someone. You know, feel free to let me know in the comments why that is. On to Ellie, Vengeful Hunter. Oh yeah, foil, non-foil. I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I'm gonna say foil because it had fire in it. Foil fire always looks good every time. This one, kind of liking the foil more. The non-foil is just kind of there, where the foil, like, what's the light on the right there? Maybe I should swap them. Okay, now that I got them swapped, I think. Oh, it's just grain on the camera. What's going on here? All right, there we go. I got it focused up a little better. Yeah. I like that. We're going to do the foils on the left from now on. They shine a little better. I think it's just gritty looking because it's just like the grit. Like that's just, you know, survival. Yeah. You could pay 2, sacrifice another creature, have this deal 2 damage to target player, and gain indestructible until end of turn. Just interesting. You know, you just you kill your own things to hurt people. I guess that makes sense. For Rakdos, that makes sense. There's a lot of fun stuff you could do with that. Bosho. Next up, we have Dictate of Erebos. Erebos, a interesting magic character. It's like a, if I remember right, he's a god of death. He's kind of like Magic's Hades, if I remember correctly. Because I can make it quick, or I can make it so much worse. Flash, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Solid little sack engine. This will go with the commander really well. Okay, had to do a little more organizing. So I swapped my foil and non-foil piles. Next we have Cordyceps Rat King, or Michaeloth. This not being Harmonics is a little bit of a... I don't know, I feel like Harmonics would have been really good for this one, but Devour 2, so you can sacrifice 2 creatures, and at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1-1, and it'll enter as a 6-6 instead. And you create a green sapperling for each 1/1 counter on this creature at the beginning of your upkeep, which is, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, sapperling's the fungus thing. They're trying to do a fungus theme, not really a rat theme, but this being the Rat King, just, you know, that thing's not gonna stop. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna stop, but it just keeps making dudes. I kind of like the non-foil for this one, because the foil's cool. It is shiny. It just, it's one of those... I don't know, does it really add to the detail, subtract to it? Not, it doesn't, it's just kind of there. It's just shiny. Next up, we have the Unleash Fury as the bonus card. That's cool, we'll get to that in a second. And we have the Cordyceps Infected Token, Fungus Zombie. I'm really liking that one in the foil, because there's nothing really going on the card, and oh, shiny just makes it better in this case. Yeah, it's cool. Crazy looking zombies, that's for sure. And last but not least, Unleash Fury. Double the power of target creature until end of turn. Instant speed. We let you both live, and you wasted it. Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but that's a funny line. This would obviously the foil here. That foil, man, that looks good. Like, really, it looks like the card's on fire. Who's on fire? Yoga Fire. A couple of video game references there for yeah, this is Naughty Dog, but those are, you know, there's a couple of Sega Genesis game references. Y'all might get those. On to the next, The Last of Us. We have The Last of Us Part 1. I'm more familiar with this. Endure and Survive. Okay, little games, cool little survival things. I preferred Uncharted, but it's just a different kind of experience. This, like, they really wanted to get to the nitty gritty with the survival. I feel like I would have liked this game more. It would have probably had less impact, but I would have probably liked it more as a game if they'd made it more like Uncharted, where it was very, like, cinematic and you're constantly, like, moving through to the next thing, and it's all but it wasn't like that. They didn't do it like that. And so because of that, Naughty Dog experimented with a lot of things in this game, and already Uncharted, I wouldn't say it's the best third-person experience. I liked it more for other reasons, the platforming, and you know, well, I'll get to that in the Uncharted portion. But this game, being after it, I didn't think that there were a lot of aspects gameplay-wise that I didn't really like. Story-wise, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, did good things. But it frustrated me more than I enjoyed it. Let's just say that. There's a reason I stopped at the first one. Here we are with Ellie Brickmaster, Master of the Brick. She can distract the Horde for you whenever a player... So, that's funny. That's, yep. Whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, that attacking player creates a tapped 1/1 fungus zombie named Cordyceps Infected that's attacking that opponent. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Probably partners. I mean, you know, she could partner with Joel. But I'm just seeing they both have survivors, so you could, like, put the Ellies together. That'd be kind of funny. And then you make the extra... It's obviously got to be designed that way. Yeah, Joel. Here we go. Joel, Resolute Survivor. Looks almost like a screen cap out of the game. Just in a little higher fidelity here. Maybe from one of, like, the remastered versions. Anyway, we got a Menacey... Whenever a creature token dies, put a 1/1 counter on this and draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. Not bad. Yeah, they partner together really good. I could see that. That'd be pretty cool. I don't see why you would pair him with the other lady. But either of the Ellies would work out really nice. Alright, then we have a Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Fantastic. Cordyceps Excision. It's funny, yeah. I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save. Oh boy. Yep. This is kind of funny though, yeah. For the ending and spoilers, I guess. I don't know. I guess I should have led with all of these are probably going to have spoilers for the games, but You can add, it's the classic black ritual stuff. Pay 2, get 3, so you go up 1. Or if there's 7 or more cards in your graveyards, if a lot of things have died, if you're in desperate measures, you'll get, 5? Yeah, 5 instead, so you go up by 3. I'm liking the foil on this one just because of the screen with Ellie on it in the background there. Looks pretty cool. Pretty cool in the foil. For Joel, I don't know, that's a you pick. Right, next we have the Haunted One background. It's a fun one. Commander creatures you own have, whenever this becomes tapped, it and other creatures you control that share a creature type with it gain +2 and gain Undying, which means if they die, they come back with, I want to say a -1 counter on them. Maybe a +1 counter on them. I can't quite remember on that one. I want to say it's a -1. Undying's a -1. Persist is a +1. Let me know if I'm wrong or right in the comments. But this is a pretty funny considering, Joel is very haunted. Shame, but true. Next we have Wild Growth as the wild card. We'll get to that in a second. And this one, I like the second one's token more, but it's nice that they both come with a token. It's a shame that has a roller line in it running up the foil right there. All the same, it looks cool. I think I like the foil more. Last, Wild Growth. When they find the wild. This is cute. It's cute that they capture the enchanting moments of the game as well. Literally, it's an enchantment, right? An enchanting moment. It's an enchant. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, just funny joke. I see you. Magic designers. Whenever the enchanted land is tapped for mana, you add an extra green. You gotta be quiet. You don't want to scare him. He's easy to scare off. But yeah, really, really simple, good green stuff. Solid little series of secret layers there. Now we're on to some games I've actually played. This one is first in the pile because while I have played Zero Dawn, I kind of ripped that one a little bit. Oops. I've not played Forbidden West. I need to get off my butt and go do that. These are cool games. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. I've learned that allies are better than standing alone, but it is cool in games like this, like Horizon, where it's like, oh yeah, you're this lone badass who can do stuff. But even then in the games, you, at least in the first one, you get enough. Like, the more allies you have, the easier things are. You definitely have to have your allies for the end battle. It makes things a lot more sufferable. But these games I had a lot of fun with. I just haven't played Forbidden West, so I might not know all of the references. I definitely know who Aloy is. Really cool games, really cool plot. This one I liked a lot. I love how they have the Horizon style kind of fracture thing right there. She's a Vigilance Reach Simic 3/5. I might actually play Simic now. Let's see. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control attack, discover X, where X is the greatest power among them. It's a pretty nice thing, especially considering this is full of artifact creatures. The whole game is full of artifact creatures. I am loving this foil so much. How she shines, her little mecha stuff. But yep. And just the discover thing, being able to get free spells. It's pretty nice. And it's gonna be, this drop is full of big stuff. Let's get on to the rest of it. I like being able to get free spells. It's pretty cool. She gets you free stuff. First off, we have a Farseek. It's a little land ramp here. Beautiful Farseek. Man, with all the technology and I think I'm gonna, the foil on this one again, taking it away. Tall necks send map data other machines by now. But by now, it's mine. That's actually really, the tall neck Farseek. This is good stuff. That's very okay. Yeah, now we're getting to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense for that card. Speaking of big artifact creatures, we have a really cool one here, the FAS Boar 7. I don't know what this is in the game, but in the first one, this is the equivalent to the big monster thing at the end, basically. But it's Blightsteel Colossus, which is great. Trample, Infect, Indestructible, 11/11. Oh boy! Your complete engagement ecosystem, comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Faros Sales Department. Yeah. That doesn't seem good. Oh boy. Yeah, I need to get off my butt and go play the second one. This thing looks awesome. I would love to fight that in a boss fight. Not want to fight that in Magic, though. You'd be better off just exiling it. What is this? What is this bug? What is this? What does this get? Where did you come from? Okay, I don't know if it's gone now or not, but yeah, foil on that one too. The way the like effects and danger eyes. All right, next up we have Regala's Wrath. Not 100% on who that is, but I'm guessing it's whoever gives you a new bow in the second one. Tarian Soul Cleaver here gives the creature vigilance, which is pretty nice. And whenever another artifact or creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on the equipped creature, which is really great if your opponents are doing treasure stuff. It is not yours, so keep that in mind. Whenever any artifact or creature, so if you're killing stuff, you're getting bigger. If your opponents are sacking stuff, you're getting bigger. It can be very useful. All right, the secret card is a growth spiral. That's cute, but a little uninspiring as a bonus card. We'll get to that in a second. Thunderjaw, Meteor Golem. Whenever this enters, destroy target non-land permanent. Very classic card here. A little expensive for what it does, but it gets to destroy any non-land permanent, which is kind of cool in colorless. So I get it. Plus, if you're in Simic, how Aloy is, 7 mana is basically like 4 mana. So, you're okay. You're doing okay. He spoke of a Thunderjaw, which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine, and the one which gave it a name. Very nice. Love that one in foil. It's like launching off all the stuff that it can do, and that's dope. Giant Tyrannosaurus mecha. This is one of my favorite fights in the first one. Just hunting these things. Really cool stuff. Love every single one of these in foil. And last but not least, it is the Growth Spiral. I would say it's it's a cool card in Simic. It's a fun one, especially out of turn. Even more so if you're doing landfall stuff. If you're gonna run Growth Spiral, this is a pretty good one. I like that, the peaceful looking machine there. The fly. Land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. As they're calling the machines land gods. That makes sense. They kind of are that in a way. To that, I could see primitive humans thinking of them that way. Sucks. This one has that again. The roller scratch right in the middle of it, right there. It's not egregious. It's there. This is the only one, I think, where I'm going to say I like the non-foil more. Because the foil's nice, but it doesn't really add to the background. It makes it a little darker. This one, you can kind of see the fields a little better. Just kind of nice. Okay. Time to go into uncharted territory. It's been a while since I've played the Uncharted games. I'm not going to lie, but I played the heck out of all of them. I got the Nathan Drake collection. Just ran through that. Really cool stuff. I played them a little bit back in the day on the PlayStation 3, but mainly most of my Uncharted stuff was in on the computer with the collection. I'm a big fan of the series from a cinematic perspective. Not a huge fan of the gunfights. They're okay. It's okay. They can be a little wonky. If you've played the games, you might agree with me. They can be a little wonky, but overall, they are fun games. The platforming and the treasure hunting stuff is really good. I like a lot of the puzzles. What Nathan Drake here, Treasure Hunter, is doing, I love they made him Grixis, because he is pretty selfish as a character. But he's a first strikey 3/2, which is great. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast spells you don't own, or to activate abilities of permanents you control but don't own. And being Grixis is fantastic. There's a lot of thieving that goes on in those 3 colors. Whenever Nathan Drake attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast spells from among them. So all he has to do is attack. That's it. It's even better if you can give him Death Touch. This one, I think I don't know. I like the foil. It is cool, like the water and everything in the background. I think I like the non-foil just a little more. This one's a cool one. Very excited about this drop myself. Next up in it, it's got Midnight Clock, the King's Bay Clock Tower. Ooh, I like that one in the foil already. I like just the clock tower face shines. That's a cool detail. But oh man, I hate it. It's got some roller scratches down the middle of it though. What's up with that? Every time. Every time. Thankfully it's minute enough that it's mainly an on-camera thing. It's whenever they're like egregiously down the middle and you can see them. Yeah, you can't really see it unless it's like at the right angle. Anyway, really cool one. It's a clock. You get you can put hour counters on it. It gets hour counters at the beginning of each upkeep. It makes you mana, so it's a 3-mana mana dork. And it'll once it is midnight, once the clock is counted down, you get 7 fresh cards pretty much. You just reset. You do have to exile it, which stinks, but I love that they made it the Kings Bay Clock Tower. Next, we have the Sarcophagus of Gold, the El Dorado Sarcophagus, which is Whip of Erebos. Interesting that they made the sarcophagus the whip, but since it doesn't like equip to anything, I guess that makes sense. It allows you to return creatures from graveyard to the battlefield, give them haste, which is fitting. You know, the legendary resurrection sarcophagus. It made a bunch of zombies, if I remember right, in the game. Like the foil one a lot. Golden sarcophagus and foil, go figure. We have chain reaction. See ya! Just throwing people out of the plane. Oh boy. Deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. Really cool little thing here. It's a nice little red blow up the board control piece. Next is Passionate Archaeologist, which is an amazing... I think this is a lady from the 4th one. Sorry, I only work with professionals. I think so. Am I getting that wrong? Am I not remembering? I think this is a lady from the 4th one. I haven't played that one. I'm saying that because I don't quite recognize this character. But commander creatures you own have, whenever you cast a spell from exile, this deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to target opponent for 2 mana. So if you have 2 commanders, like Doctor Who, for instance, this can get really nutty. Just 1 commander, it's good. 2 commanders, really crazy. Kills people very quick. And the secret card is an Expedition map. Expedition map, very appropriate. Let's have a look on the map. Okay, let's see. We're about here. I can mark it up as we go. Quote Chloe. Okay, those are words. That is what you do with maps. For this one, I think I like the non-foil a little more. The foil is just very... I don't know. It's just shiny. It's a shiny map. It's cool. I like that you get a little more, like, you know, the details are... It's less distracting with a normal map. All the same, this is a good inclusion as a secret card. It's not a great... It's okay. It searches for any land, which is really good in Urzatron. Also, if you're in green, it could be helpful. Last but not least, we have the Gods of War. Notably, these are traditional foil, not rainbow foil. I found that interesting. Zeus, your son has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus. Oh man, God of War. What are the original ones? Freaking great. I've played all these. It's been a while since I've played the first 2, like the original 2 God of Wars. But the 3rd one I did like a replay a few years ago, kind of in preparation of the new one that had come out, the Norse edition, as it were. Man, this is one of those action series on the PlayStation that just... I feel like this defined a generation of gaming, of like action games. This, Devil May Cry, there's just so many things that were spawned from these types of games. Oh, I got them backwards. Specifically, I feel like, you know, that's just the God of War story, the lonely Spartan kicking ass. It's epic. It's cool. It's classic. What more to say? I love so much about these games. That foil with the that foil looks good. I don't know why they don't call it rainbow. I mean, it's very clear. It's got like the rainbow-esqueness to it. Yeah, 3 mana, 3 red mana though, double strike. All creatures have haste. Like, he has haste. All your stuff has haste. Your opponent's things have haste. Everything's hasty now. It's slapping. At the beginning of everybody's end step, this deals damage to them equal to the number of creatures that didn't attack. So, you better get to swinging. He's a really cool guy. He wants you to attack. He wants everybody to attack. If you don't, get wrecked. Man, that foil looks good. Very appropriate for Kratos. You always be button mashing. Straight up. Here we have World at War, Battle of Olympus. This one, again, it's him versus Zeus. This is epic. The foil's so cool with the like... Yeah, looks good. After the second main phase this turn, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Which means you could cast this main phase 1 and be like, let's go. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures that attacked, and it has rebound, so you're going to be doing this 2 turns in a row. Very appropriate for what Kratos is doing. It's just all fight all the time. I'm loving this. I love how they have like Zeus wielding the lightning bolt like in his hand, like he's going to lightning punch Kratos. This is epic. It looks like a scene straight out of the second one, which is, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, here we have beginning, where it all started. The Blades of Chaos bound, Rite of Flame. This one's kind of tricky in Commander, but you add red mana, then add red mana for each card named this in each graveyard. So it's better if more people are playing it, but at least it's 1 red mana for 2 red mana. Once attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body. And boy, does it stay. Yeah, like, man, it's cool seeing this depicted on the card like this, instead of like a really mediocre cutscene. I mean, okay, by today's rights. Back then it was like, whoa, this is really happening. Oh boy, nostalgia glasses, you know. Hades' grip is sulfuric vortex here. Yeah, the foil is just so friggin'... The divide there looks good. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, this enchantment deals 2 damage to that player. If a player would gain life, they gain no life instead. Just turns off life gain. It's pretty nice. This one could go in the Valgavoth deck or any kind of life drain deck. It's pretty nice. As the life drained out of Kratos, the arms of Hades reached out to claim their prize. Yeah, they're going to have to do better than that. He didn't hold on for long. The secret card, Seething Song. Ooh, that one's gonna be, that's pretty cool. Okay. Pyrohemia, Kratos' Rage. At the beginning of the end step, if no creatures are on the battlefield, you sacrifice this. But man, that foil looks so good with the... All these artists are knocking... I haven't been doing artist call out on this one, but like they've all been knocking it out of the park. Whether I know the games or not, all of the art has been very well done. You can pay a red to deal 1 damage to each creature and each player. So, yeah, that's some... Burn, baby, burn. That's the way to do it. All right, and our secret card, Seething Song. He will not let the gods take her from him again. Ha, finally got that fly. Okay, cool. Pulling a Kratos smash. I do like this one in the foil. It's not really detracting the way that his chains are, and it look really good. The way that everything, yeah, it looks solid. It's not as over the top. Both of these look nice though. But 3 mana for 5 mana in red, instant speed, so makes it even better if you can copy it. Moving along to the next chapter in Kratos' story, we have the Norse edition. He kills all the Greek gods. Death can have me when it earns me. He's killed all the gods. He goes, he chills out a little bit. Tries to figure out what to do with all his rage. Falls in love. Has a kid. Gets changed by life. Tries to avoid epic destiny. Fails. These are some pretty cool games. I liked this one and Ragnarok, the follow-up. Very fun. I love that stoic father and son partner together. I do love their like a rata of partner where it's like partner this, or like, you know how they did Survivor with the other ones, or this one it's father and son. So you can have them as partners. So like specifically, but it also makes it where like you can't put both of them in a deck and he'll go find Atreus. But Kratos here, whenever you attack with 1 or more gods and whenever a god dies, you get an experience counter. So this one's a lot more like, you know, level up, wanting you to attack, level up stuff, kind of how the new games are. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of 1/1 counters on target creature equal to the number of experience counters you have. So, yep, it's just slowly gaining stuff. I like the foil on this one for sure. How all the metal and the lightning and everything like on him looks pretty good, pretty good. And he's Boros. It's appropriate. It shows, you know, he's he values family. He's not just rage incarnate. Here we have Atreus. This is the next new card, and this one is Reach. You can pay 3 mana and tap it, draw a card for each experience counter you have, then discard a card. Atreus deals 2 damage to each opponent. Which is, man, that could get really good when you have Kratos as your commander. I like that this is showcasing him in his Ragnarok style. Like, he's older, he's getting his own stuff, he's being his own badass self. I'm liking the foil there just because of that, because of the arrow, the, like, woo, effect on it. I might actually build this deck. Seems like a cool Jeskai deck. Next we have Mimir's Ancient Wisdom, Teferi's Ageless Insight. This one's really cool because it's a reversible. And I think that's really funny. You can have Mimir in the tree, which this one, I do like that one in the foil. But the non-foil kind of, it's less distracting. I have the answer to your every question. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw in each of your turns, draw 2 instead. Not bad, not bad. On the back, okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge. Oh, Mimir. He's one of my favorite things about the Norse edition, if I'm being quite honest. He's goated, if you will. Haha. Anyway, yeah, I'm really liking so I like the foil on the backside because I like his eyes and the horns and the weaponry and stuff, but I really like the non-foil on the front side. This is a conundrum. Can I flip that? Oh boy, conundrum. The foil looks good, but it's interesting. Interesting how that panned out. Next we have Unbreakable Formation as a bonus card. It's pretty nice. We'll get to that in a second. Next we have Freya, Queen of the Valkyries, also Erois, God of Victory. This is pretty good one here. I like Erois. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control. Creatures you control have menace as long as your devotion to red and white is less than 7. Freya isn't a creature. It's just a cool god here. I also like that they made it Erois. The whole, like, you know, you have to have enough forces to really call Freya out and make her want to do battle. She was a interesting character. I really liked her character in the 2 God of War games. I liked her at the beginning of Ragnarok a lot. Like, in all through Ragnarok, it was an interesting character development arc. I can understand her ire, though, at Kratos for what he did at the end of the Dad of War, as I like to call it. It ends up being God of War, it comes along, but it really doesn't start out that way. I'm liking the foil in this one. Moving on to that. I'm liking the foil in this one. Her armor, her wings, it's all very, it's nice. The non-foil is just fine, but it's really good. And then the secret card is Unbreakable Formation. This is really cute art for this, them hugging, and oh my goodness, that foil with his armor looks so good. But cute scene. Very good. All your creatures get indestructible. If you cast it during your main phase, you can put a 1/1 counter on each of them and they gain vigilance. So it's good defensively. It's good offensively. You can have some bonuses. Very cute art there. It's extremely. That's one thing I liked about these, just seeing Kratos be more sentimental. All right, here we go. It's sped in here. It's the last card before we do the wrap up. Cool little bonus promo card. I think it's neat that they put this in. I really would have liked to see maybe like a whole vehicle themed or some such Twisted Metal thing. I get why they didn't do that. The fact we get any kind of Twisted Metal shout out is dope. I really loved these games back in the day. Here we have just a nice little Sweet Tooth call out. I'll find you, Calypso. He's got to go make his wish, the god of the dead. But yeah, that's some good stuff. I do like this. I don't think it comes in non-foil, but it doesn't really need to. The Sweet Tooth head on top being on fire is pretty nice. Now that I think about it, I never even played the remake. I played like Twisted Metal 1, 2, and 3. I played Twisted Metal Black. Really liked Twisted Metal Black. That one was like super good. The story in that one was like, they really took it to the next level, I feel like. But I never played the remake. I think on was it like PS3 or PS4? I heard it was okay. Anyway, okay, there we go. That's enough ogling the pretty thing. Twisted Metal, cool car game. Pew pew, blow stuff up. Really epic story things. Lots of deals with the devil. Go play it. Go play it. Just do that. Yeah. Or get one of these soul rings if you think it looks cool. If you want a killer ice cream truck clown guy. But yep, on to the wrap up. And there you have it. That's all of it, roughly. You know, it's like it's all in there, man. It's so much PlayStation crossover with Secret Lair, who would not have, I wouldn't have guessed. Really, genuinely. Even with the Sonic stuff, I get like, okay, Street Fighter video games of the past. Didn't think something this big was gonna happen all at once. Tomb Raider, right? That was one. Tomb Raider happened, but still, just for all of this to get just like and dumped at once was pretty crazy. I thought it was really cool. Some of the games in here I really like. Some of them I haven't really played at all. One of them I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. About like it's cool. It's just not my cup of tea, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Award-winning nonetheless. So I get why they picked all of these. They're all fantastic game series. If you haven't played them, I suggest at least going and checking them out or looking into them or something. Because I at least knew every name on this list. I'll tell you that much, even if I hadn't played them. Where is Yakuza? Come on, do it. We've already had all these. Like, come on, just do it. Give it to me. Give me, like, I want 2 of them. I want one for the classic and one for the new one, like a Kazuma and basically a Kiryu and an Ichiban one. We need both. One just like there we go. That'd be great. Maybe like 3 of them. Who knows? Maybe like a whole. It's a super drop of Yakuza. There's like 8 of them. Eight of them games from with just Kazuma Kiryu alone. Okay, anyway, that's enough rambling. That's enough me wishing, things into existence, hopefully. But anyway, PlayStation's great. A lot of the mechanically unique stuff is good. I was liking the how they Aroas here is a good example with Freya. I just like it. I think it's cool. It's going to be neat to make some decks out of some of these. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know what you're going to do with yours below. Which one of these you picked up. Which one of these maybe you're interested in if you haven't picked any up. And if you like this kind of stuff, remember, subscribe. I like making videos like this. So this is, card stuff. Card stuff cool. Hope you like it too. And until next time, have a good one.